tools for returning or remaining in reality. I'm going to fly through these really, really quickly. So self-awareness journal, you just try to reflect on this stuff. And the place to start is with strong emotions. So take 5 minutes at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day, thinking about the previous day, and reflect on any strong emotions you had. Just because you had a strong emotion doesn't mean you went into a defense mechanism or a thinking error, but it might be. It's just a good starting place for this reflection. Just taking a few times during the day, making it a practice to try to notice what's happening through mindfulness practice or meditation practice. There are lots and lots of apps for this, many apps that are actually evidence-based, rooted in good scientific research. They don't have to be all, new agey or whatever. It's literally doing exercise to strengthen the connection to your frontal lobe. So that's what we're trying to do, is strengthen your connection and access to the frontal lobe. Doing that ahead of time, practicing that, making a practice of that is going to help you in the moment. A CBT thought record. So this is usually a worksheet where you have different columns. In one column, you put down a situation, and then what's the cognitive distortion or the thinking error, and then what can I say instead of that? So, having that sheet, and you can just go online and Google CBT thought records. Stuff will pop up that you could just copy. You could just download it. Challenge cards. So this is kind of taking that thought record thing and turning it into these little flashcards. I like this idea. You take a card with the cognitive distortions that you often deal with on the same side, or maybe on the flip side. You write a challenge to that distortion or the balanced thought to that distortion. And you just keep them around and you flip through them to maintain awareness of it. But also, if you catch yourself in the middle of one, you find that card and you look at it. And so you've got a resource right there. Or if you catch yourself in the middle of one and you don't have a card for that one yet, you create one right there. Role-playing scenarios, practice. Find trusted people and say, hey, I know that I do this. And I don't want to do it. And so practice it. Practice getting feedback from your partner that would normally trigger you to go into blame or defensiveness or minimizing or polarized thinking or whatever it is, and role play it. One of our coaches here, Wendell Gill, those of you who know him or know him from our summits that we've done, he does this with clients frequently, and it's very powerful. Daily affirmations. I may eventually do a whole webinar where we could talk about developing these tools in the most effective evidence-based ways. There's some affirmations that aren't helpful. If you're going to do affirmations, make it affirmation about effort. The negative self-talk might be, I'm not enough. I am enough is going to be less helpful than I am committed to my recovery. I'm committed to giving my all. I am enduring in this hard work. So draft some of those and remind yourself of them regularly.